Trump could offer Alaska to the Russians in exchange for support in the next election.
I mean, how is he really dumb? I don't think so. I just think he's just so slimy and dishonest and just will say anything. You know, he really represents the worst of the legal profession, in which there's no ethics. There's just only whatever tactics you have to use in the moment to get what you want. You know, there's no honor in what he does at all. Or I don't know if he thinks that we're all so dumb, but Trump could offer Alaska to the Russians for help in the next election. It's so offensive that he would say something like this, because what he's really saying is that Trump voters and unfortunately his supporters are delusional enough, and Democrats are delusional enough these days, that they would nod their heads and they'd clap like trained seals for this kind of commentary. But the reality here is that Republicans, Trump supporters, would not be okay with that. Of course not. Now he's just speaking in absurdity. There's a million miles of difference. You could say probably, whatever it is, however many square miles we're talking about with Alaska, a very big place. But there's a million miles of difference between asking a foreign leader if he has information about a completely legitimate area of inquiry that happens to look bad for Democrats involving corruption in a foreign country, the Ukraine situation, and we're going to give one of the 50 states to a hostile foreign country to help someone elect. I mean, this is just crazy. How can he say this publicly without people on both sides of the political aisle completely and utterly ridiculing him? But no, he gets away with this. He manages to say this and have Democrats act like somehow this is normal. That you and I sitting here right now would be okay with the president selling a state to a foreign country? Which, first of all, how would that even work? I mean, this is like Adam Schiff saying, well, what's going to happen when the aliens, space aliens, not illegal ones, what's going to happen when the space aliens land and they've actually been running Trump as a Manchurian candidate, and Trump's actually a member of like the lizard people from the planet Zarkon or something. I mean, it's just blather. Nonsense. Adam Schiff. What if he tried to sell Alaska to the Russians? Yeah, you moron. We would have a problem with that. Well, I'd have a problem with a lot of things. What if President Trump tomorrow declared himself president for life? Guess what? Trump supporters would actually not be okay with. I know some of you are not laughing, saying actually, Buck, but no, really. If that happened, wouldn't be okay with that. Wouldn't be okay with Trump saying there's not going to be an election and I'm going to make one of my kids the next president. No, of course, wouldn't be okay with this at all. And then you would have the process, by the way, and it would be quick. It'd be speedy. If normal people, not Trump deranged people, really recognized egregious conduct from the president, yeah, they'd remove the president of the United States. Mitch McConnell and Ted Cruz and all these guys, Republicans in the Senate, they wouldn't be sitting there like, yeah, he said he's president for life. We're not going to. No, you'd have the 2/3 vote. This would sail through. Be out of office in a day if he took real steps to make himself president for life, whatever that would mean. But see, they force us to defend the insane as a way of keeping us from looking at really how weak and crazy their narrative is, right? I mean, we end up talking about nonsense because they're making nonsense accusations instead of looking at some other real problems they've got. Like, the Joe Biden thing is corrupt. They can keep telling us that there's no crime. It's the most corrupt country, one of the most corrupt countries in the world. And we're supposed to trust the word of prosecutors and the Obama administration working with Ukrainian prosecutors that the Biden family wasn't engaged in any illicit quid pro quo? I don't think so.